Served 6 years in Arizona State Prison, and here's the top 10 most common prison tattoos. Number 10, 8-ball. The classic behind the 8-ball statement, which can mean either having hard breaks in life or representing an 8-ball, 3.5 grams of drugs. Handy as a cover-up tattoo, also as 95% of it is solid black. Number 9, playing cards. Symbolic of the gambles and risks one takes in the criminal life. May simply just be a poker enthusiast as well. Number 8, tribal. Fantastically popular in the 90s, these swirly black lines may or may not actually represent someone's tribe, but they are found in nearly every corner of the prison population. Solid black is definitely a challenge to lay in with a single needle, but prisoners have plenty of time and tolerance for pain. Number 7, skull. Any possible variation of the skull motif can and has been seen behind bars. The meanings vary quite a bit as well, from a love of the dark side to just thinking they look cool. It's almost criminal to spend some time in the joint and not get a skull tattoo somewhere. Number 6, teardrop. Usually placed below the eye, it can represent a murder victim, the death of a loved one, if it is an outline of a teardrop. A solid teardrop can represent someone you've murdered for your gang. Sometimes teardrops represent an arbitrary number of years spent or just good old misery. Number 5, dots. 3 or 5 little dots, most commonly on the hand or next to an eye. 3 dots originally stood for Mi Vida Loca, my crazy life. 5 dots being the prisoner in the middle surrounded by 4 walls. Interestingly, the 5 dots were commonplace amongst the Portuguese military for a time. Number 4, barbed wire. Most often circling a bicep or calf. This image persists year after year despite the fact that most, if not all, prison fences are actually topped with razor wire. Maybe barbed wire is easier to draw. Number 3, calendars. Another perennial favourite to show the years given to the state. Some fellas go the extra mile and add the actual dates they were inside. Number 2, racial pride. White pride, brown pride, black pride, the list goes on for every racial group imaginable. Generally, the colour goes down the back of the left arm and pride on the other, although sometimes the two are combined on the stomach or back. Number 1, spider webs. Perhaps the prison tattoo. Might have even been the first, who knows. At any rate, this is almost ubiquitous for the inside. It is believed it symbolises being trapped, very often found on the elbow, a most painful spot for anything to be tattooed. Hope you've enjoyed this top 10. Shaun Attwood here in London. Thank you for listening.